thanks for coming over. I just wanted to let you know that I'm going back to Alaska.
Okay. So when you get back, you want to see old airstrip out, new airstrip in?
Well, the new airstrip in, and hopefully we can start stripping on the old one.
Gotcha. I mean, it's still a lot of work to finish.
I know. I mean, your existing one's pretty terrible, so as long as it's an improvement on that, you're fine. Okay. And it's not very flat.
No.
And it's not very long.
Yeah.
And it's very narrow.
Okay. But you are going to be the one flying in and out of it, so I don't want to see, oh, that wasn't quite long enough for...
End up upside down in the pond. No, I don't want that either.
Parker heads back to Alaska to keep his new operation on track.
Back and forth like a yo-yo.
When he returns in 5 days, he wants to tally up 2 weeks' worth of gold. Parker's crew have finished stripping the bear cut and are running the dirt through both of his wash plants, but need to open up more ground to stay ahead. Starting with the 2,000-foot-long runway that Parker uses to fly in and out of the Yukon. 1,000 feet southeast, his crew must now also build a new airstrip to keep the skies open.
We're using whatever good material we can find to build the airstrip out of.
Tyson Lee paves the way for the new runway.
Make sure it's smooth and level and 1,000 feet long.
But without the power of their D11 dozer, Parker's crew won't be able to keep up with the wash plants and risk running out of pay.
Jordan, what's happening, man?
You're probably gonna tell me.
Well, so I was running this thing down on the runway. See how loose this track is? She looks like she's about ready to let go. We're kind of in a pickle without it.
I do have spare used tracks in the boneyard.
They any good?
They'll probably string on this thing and it'll move. I'll go look at them. Ryan's in the yard, so we'll go dig them out and see what we can make of it.
Well, the sooner you can get her back running, man, the better off we are.
Getting replacement tracks for the D11 will take weeks. Mechanic Jordan Sands is gambling on a rusty set of spares to do the job.
Think of it like a train track. Hook the new one up in line, so it just train tracks right onto the next track.
Jordan lines up the old and new tracks so the dozer can roll across.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. It's good. It's fine. You just can't run the loader very well. You got a really bad temper. I've known him since I was 2. It's very funny. We have a lot of fun. Go up and back up. Okay, so we made a train track. Choo-choo.
I'm just making sure that the idlers and the rock guards are staying square in the old track so that when he comes onto the new track, it lines up perfectly and we have no issues. If it falls off this track, it's a horrible event and it'll take hours to get it back on. Looking good.
Just gotta get her on.
Jordan pulls the new track up over the rollers by backing up the dozer.
We got to redo everything again. Some profound words I was using there.
You want to just go ahead? I'll just run the chain back over. When you're going over the sprockets, the hook just grabbed the sprocket and it just undid the chain. She is so close. This has to go on. We're just gonna snug it up with this crescent wrench here. We're really close. We're just putting the bolts in. We're gonna torque them and tighten the track. And then they can go back to work and be happy. Ta-da!
Now the D11 is back in action. Mitch and his crew race to strip the old runway, build the new runway, and keep the wash plants fed.
So we got a lot of work just cutting this airstrip out, let alone moving the material underneath it.
Time to get back after it, get some dirt moved. We've just completed our new airstrip, and we're gonna give it a little test drive here in the pickup and see how it feels. Hopefully it's pretty smooth. Parker took off on the old airstrip. He's gonna be landing on this one.
Mitch and Tyson have finally completed the new 2,500-foot-long runway on Parker's claim.
Feels pretty good in the pickup. Hopefully it feels that good in an airplane. It's long, pretty flat. We got in here, graded it, rolled it with the trucks. Really, the next thing is moving the windsocks down here, and this thing's gonna be ready to go.
Just kind of back up.
Yep. That'll work perfect. There it is, right there. That's the finishing touch. Hopefully everybody likes it.
Parker is back in the Yukon, ready to see how much gold his crew has banked in the past 2 weeks.
Well, it looks like the boys got the old airstrip out and a new one in, and we landed on it, and I'm alive. So, guess it works. We'll see what kind of trouble these guys got into while I was gone. I'm Parker Schnabel, and you're watching Discovery Australia. Hit subscribe now to not miss out on any Gold Rush content.